Hey, welcome to the Moorhead Sports Center for tonight's game featuring the Roseau Rams bringing in a record of 15-9-2 against our Moorhead Spuds. We'll bring in a 19-8 record into the Section 8AA semifinal. John, what do you think we're going to see here tonight?
Well, looking back to rewind to last year, Roseau and Moorhead met up in Roseau, and Moorhead dropped that contest up there in the semifinals of Section 8AA playoffs. So tonight's another night, and obviously it's here in Moorhead, so I expect a really tight game and a really good game.
Yeah, it should be exciting. Just to recap the season, as far as the season series was, at home Moorhead took it to Roseau 4-1, and up in Roseau it was a 2-1 late game heroics by our Spuds for a 2-1 overtime win. So those may or may not play a factor. As you say, it's just one way of looking at things. It's can you beat somebody 3 times, but is the other team good enough to beat you once? So I think you got to look at it both ways. So Roseau's been introduced. It's going to be Pulowski will start in the nets for them. Crescen's going to be in the net for our Spuds. On defense, it's going to be Annika Strami on one side. And number 7, Olivia Dronin on the other side. Ella Holm will start on the left wing. I should say right wing. Actually, Bria Holm will be on the left wing, and that line will be centered by Taylor Brewski.
Yeah, as of late, that line has been very effective, Mitch, and on the offensive side of the puck, and hopefully they can continue that here tonight.
So we'll have our national anthem here as we get ready to play hockey. As Strami will do another great rendition here, former Spud of the national anthem. Captain of last year's team, correct. So Elise Strami will give us the national anthem. So there we go, a beautiful rendition by Elise Strami, former Spud and captain of last year's team, as she continues to support the Moorhead High program. So, John, we have a section where I think goals are a premium. I wouldn't expect anything different tonight. Alex is in Brainerd. Both those teams have played to some tight ones here in this other semifinal. Our Moorhead Spuds in Roseau, 2 top-notch goaltenders.
Yeah, I mean, I know Pulowski pretty well, and she's a competitor. She comes to play. She's really tough to beat in big games, and Moorhead's going to have to put a lot of pucks on her, I think, to get a lot of traffic in front of the net and create a lot of offense in that regard. And likewise in the Spud and in that Crescent rose to the occasion here the second half of the season. she's played very solid in the last outings. Really becoming that stable goaltender that we expected her to be. And she's only a freshman. And likewise in the other end, Pulowski's just a sophomore, I believe, in that as well. So 2 young goaltenders, big game here for Roseau and Moorhead.
Yeah, it should be a dandy, and just a little recap here. Starting lineup for Roseau, since we didn't read that off. Memphis Mertens will be on one side. The other side will be Strout, and in the middle will be number 7, Genevieve Johnson. On defense will be number 18, Lundbaum, and number 2, Summer Bufflin. Very young on the defensive side, meaning on the blue line for Roseau. So here comes Moorhead quickly back up the ice. On the stick of Brewski, off to Holm. Holm's going to take a quick shot off. Nice save there by the goaltender Pulowski. Puck gets wrapped up in the corner. There's Brewski on it. She's getting pushed by number 2, Summer Bufflin. She goes down, but Brewski's going to push it back towards Dronen. Dronen's going to bounce it back to Brewski, who comes off the wall, gives it quickly to Strami, but it's going to scoot past her out into neutral ice, where Dronen will pick it up back in the Spud zone. Quickly back, Ella Holmes. She's going to dump it and go for a change.
Smart change there, Mitch, by that first line to get a new fresh legs out.
Yeah, just get people on the ice and get rolling. Spud's coming out quickly. Back Mertens now. She's going to do the same. She'll send it to the length of the ice, and they'll go for a change as the second line, Hovda Remick, will come on to the ice. And it's quickly back towards Roseau's zone. Lily Erickson trying to bring it up the ice. Maddie Spaeth is there. Now here comes Feeney trying to put some pressure on. Chip down the ice, and that'll be an icing call, and we'll get a whistle to the right-hand side of Roseau's goaltender.
There was another little taste of that Maddie Spaeth work ethic we've seen the last few games, and relentless in the neutral zone, putting pressure, and then almost caused a turnover there, and obviously forced the face-off in the offensive zone.
So Spaeth will step in, and she'll be faced by Hovda. Face-off is won by the Spuds as Laban will get to it, but a battle in the corner. Quickly now back, but Spaeth is there, raising some cane. Big shot there, another shot off the side of the net. Spaeth still there, coming out to high shot off the glass there for Casabud. Feeney comes up, she pushes it back to the corner. Battle around there, it is Krieg and Laban, swings it back over. Casabud's quickly to get down the wall, gets by her a little bit, but there's Maddie Spaeth again. Feeney does a good job getting it back in deep, but no, it gets popped back out to neutral ice. Laban goes for a change, and the Spuds will send their next third line out here to face the Mertens line, as Roseau's going to start at least with just 2 lines playing for the Roseau Rams.
Man, Mitch, Annie Krieg had a couple nice chances right on the doorstep, and Pulowski put those 2 aside, really kind of almost nonchalantly, very poised in the net. But Krieg had a couple nice opportunities. Casabud let one go over the net a little high, but good opportunities there for the Spuds.
So there's the face-off won by the Spuds. Corton's been very good on the face-off. Here comes Salvold coming hard on the young defenseman. Chip back to the corner. Salvold gets it, trying to get it out front, but can't do it. Push back. Hansen and Corton battling in the corner. It's going to come out to Dronen. Dronen's going to go back up off the wall, swings it all the way back around where Salvold's there. Corton will pick it up, at least momentarily, as Salvold goes down, both battling in the corner. Johnny on the spot is Strami. Here comes Corton. She gets it over to Hansen. Oh, she tries to tap it in, but way wide of the net. Shot again there by Strami, and Dronen will pick it up. Dronen's going to drop it off towards Corton. Corton's battling against the wall. Goes all the way around the net looking for somebody. Oh, tries to go long to Dronen, and it's blocked off. Corton now will have it. She's going to turn it back to Dronen. Dronen's going wide. Oh, it's going to be missed and go all the way down, and that'll be an icing on the Spuds. Another great shift. Moorhead, all 3 lines humming here in the first round. At least all 3 lines have played hard as they came out.
That was another good look there by the Spuds forwards. Corton had the puck in the high slot, tried to find Hansen. What I like about those 2 playing together, they're very hockey sense, they excel with the hockey sense, and they both those 2 do a really good job in the offensive zone.
So Feeney battling for it in the corner. Brewski comes over to help and is picked off by Casabud. Casabud quickly up out of the reach of home. It's going to go down the ice, and I believe we will have another icing, and we will.
Just a bit too far for that winger.
Yeah, right idea.
Might be a
just
little
misfire.
nerves.
Yeah.
Nerves here in the first couple shifts, but passes aren't particularly great, but you can see that they want to go.
Yeah, you get into that jump mode where you want to get going and just a little more concentration. And I think, as we say, you get through the first couple shifts and let the nerves settle down. So Roseau's going to put 2 out front to offset the face-off, but easily won by Brewski. And Feeney's going to rip the boards, and Holmes going to tip it there. She goes down. Brewski comes up fast, and Roseau's going to dump it back deep into the Spud zone. Feeney's first to get there. She goes D to D over to Casabud. Gets tangled up with the refs for a moment, and it's turned over briefly for a second, but it's bumped back to Holmes. Home now moves it up towards Brewski. Brewski goes off the far wall, nobody home, and Holmes going to come across. Roseau trying to dump it, can't quite do it. It's down to Drona, now to Brewski. Brewski goes off her skates. She'll go for a change. Icing is waved off, and Summer Bufflin is first to the puck as she'll try and break it out. She comes around the net looking for Mertens. Tries to get it there. Good step up by Strami. And the puck is turned back over to Dronen. Dronen has it on her stick, going backwards. Hits it quickly to Strami, who gives it to Krieg, who does a nice little bump off her skates to Laban. Laban's going to try and shoot. No, she gets tied up, and it goes back around. Dronen chips it back, or tries to chip it back up deep. It goes into a couple skates. Now she's going to come back. She gets a shot towards the net where Pulowski steers it wide. Back down the ice. Weissing is going to be waved off as it slides by Dronen. Mertens coming hard. Crescent taps it back over. Dronen back up the ice. Chips it back down to Strami. Strami coming up. Has nothing there. She bounces it hard off the wall. Goes into the skates of a couple players. And Spaeth is going to go back out. Krieg gets it for a second. Spaeth dumps it off the wall, and they're going to go for a change, at least a partial change there as Salvovold gets onto the ice. Spaeth working really hard to try and create the turnover. They'll go for a change. Now Salvovold's going to come in and put a little pressure on. Quick break out to Remick. Off her stick. Feeney a little late on the guess, and it goes off her, and it's going to come down into the Spud zone. But Casabud's there to pick her up for the Spuds. Goes back D to D to Feeney. Feeney going up to Corton. Corton coming up the ice. She's got Hansen, Salvovold with their 3-on-4 as they enter the zone. Corton does the right thing, brings it all the way back in deep. Still with it. Goes back low. Hansen now with it in the corner. She looks to try and get it to Salvovold through the crease. Nobody home. Remick trying to get it out. Quickly back down in low. Hansen chips it back to the corner. Didn't think she realized how open she probably was on that play. All three in the corner now, working hard. Quick shot. And we're going to have a penalty, and that's going to go against whom?
Casabud, I think, for the
little interference.
Might have been interference, but they got tangled up early on along the boards there, Remick and Casabud, and Remick kind of gave her a little bit of a nudge, just a soft little nudge, and Casabud took.
Casabud won.
Yeah, she didn't win though. She got
she didn't win.
Well, but it was one of those things where you just got tied up, but she took the extra.
So here we go. Face-off won by Roseau. Slide it over to Mertens, who now is on a point on this power play. Mertens now looking cross ice. Can't get it there. Picked off by Ella Holm. She does the right thing, and she bangs it all the way down. Ella Holm coming hard. Plowski's going to set it up behind the net, but Holm gets there first. She picks it off. Goes to Ella Holm. Back, and it just missed. A great opportunity for the Spuds.
Wow, great chance there by the Holm sisters, and great feed by Bria Holm.
So number 7, Genevieve Johnson brings it in. She goes back low now to Strout, back to Johnson. Johnson looking. Samantha Johnson is out front. Mertens on the point. She's going to tee one up, and it's wide. Awful leg, and just about ricochets in the net. Spuds get the clear. So here comes Roseau now. Again, it's number 6, which is Lily Erickson. She takes a high shot all the way off and back over to Mertens, who's going to go back deep. Number 11 would be Samantha Peterson, and she has it there. Dronen now, she's going to get it. She gets kind of pulled down, but she clears it. And the Spuds will get a much-needed change as Brewski comes on the ice with Krieg, and that's going to go all the way down and be an icing on Roseau.
Good shorthanded opportunity there by the Holm sisters. As I mentioned, Bria made a nice feed into her sister. Ella Holm was coming right hard to the net and got a good shot off, and just did she make a save on that one, or I couldn't exactly tell because of the pole. It's right in my way.
You know, I think she just missed the net, to be honest with you. Face off there, won by Brewski cleanly. Back down to Brewski from Strami. Strami has it up top, goes back to Brewski. Now it's going to go down. Krieg is going to get there first, tries to go out front, and Samantha Peterson will pick it up for Roseau. Remick, Peterson, and number 5, Jasmine Hovda are on the ice here on the power play. Mertens is still on the point with Bufflin. So high up top, quick shot, nothing's getting through there. Brewski tries to clear but won't get it done as Mertens will pick it up again. She goes cross ice, back to Hovda, back up top to Bufflin. Bufflin gets the quick shot and a nice save and a cover by Taylor Crescent.
Yeah, Crescent saw that all the way. There was some traffic in front, but she was able to get her eyes on that puck and make the save. Good puck movement by Roseau. I'm impressed with how they move the puck, and they're competing extremely hard here tonight. So this is going to be a battle.
So face off here as Corton will come up to take the draw. Her and Salva Boulder up front. Face off won by Corton. Casabud's back at full strength. She'll streak across the ice and go off, and Hansen will take her spot. Roseau has it for a second, but Strami knocks her down. Turned over now to Stroot. Stroot working in the corner against a couple of Spuds. Tied up there now. Chipped out. That's not going to make it all the way down, I don't think, there, as it's waved off. And number 10, Addie Johnson picks it up. She goes back to Sullivan. Goes back to Corton. No, just missed there. Now Casabud back on the ice. Goes over to Dronen. Dronen's going to tee one up. Easy save there. Rebound by Hansen. She gets a shot on the pads. Another save there by Pulowski. Corton trying to do the right thing. She goes down. Dronen does a great job. She's going to dump it right back in, but she shoots it right into the pants. There's Dronen now trying to stick all around people. Hansen now picks it up. She goes wide. She's met there by Addie Johnson. Back out to the neutral zone. Casaba just gets it deep, and they're going to go for a change, and here comes the Brewski line. No, it is not the Brewski line. I take that back. I thought we were back in the top, and it's Maddie Spaeth, Krieg, and Ellie Laban. So 8-minute mark here. Shots 5-1 Spuds. Push back now. Spaeth had it for a second. Little bumper there in the neutral ice, and it comes quickly down. Number 6 is Lily Erickson. Slow roller, and Crescent will be happy to hold on.
It's been a physical game, first period here, Mitch. Just that last shift, you saw a couple big collisions there in the neutral zone where they were trying to gather possession of the puck, and Dronen actually dumped one of the Roseau players on accident. No call there, but man, it's been a physical first period.
Yeah, and I think it's going both ways. I think there's a lot of body contact here, and I prefer it just the way it is. They're calling a nice game, letting the kids play. There hasn't been any real obvious ones that they haven't called. So Brewski's line is back on now. Holm had it for a second. Now Brewski quickly goes to Bria Holm. Bria Holm is going to be a little one-on-one here with Bufflin. She's going to take it wide. She chips it off the boards and beats her down to the corner. Still holding on to it is Bria Holm. Looking for Brewski. Brewski slides by her and comes about the neutral ice where Dronen is. Dronen cranking it up. She's going to go for a skate. She's got some open ice. She's going to go in wide. No, it gets knocked off her stick there by number 18, which is Carol Lundbaum. Now Holm has it. She goes back, but she just chips it right to Bufflin, who turns. Brewski putting a little pressure on her. They're going to go up the glass. Dronen's going to try and knock it down. Can't quite do it there. And back to Brewski out in neutral ice. Mertens now with the puck. She's going to come in. Quick shot, easy save there by Crescent. She looks like she's ready to play tonight too, John.
Yeah, very poised in that. Both goaltenders for both teams.
So puck gets back out to neutral ice. Holm gets it now to Bria Holm. Bria Holm's going to come in. She gets it deep in the Spaeth line. Will roll back out there as they just had a quick shift. And they are back on the ice, and it's picked up by Krieg. Krieg to Feeney. Feeney back trying to get Lundbaum, but it's picked off by number 7. Genevieve Johnson, but it'll be an offsides call.
Yeah, Roseau does a nice job, Mitch, of really forcing the Spuds to make a play at the blue line. They don't back up into their zone, and you can see that, like Dronen tried to get around once. They're forcing the Spuds to dump the puck in and go after it versus gaining the zone real easily. So Roseau's doing a nice job defensively.
Well, and you look at the first 5 minutes, the Spuds were getting pucks deep, and they had lots of chances, and I think they need to get back to that part of their game. I think they're trying to carry it, and you're right, they're just cutting them off at the hash or not letting them get a good puck possession. So here's Krieg trying to get it out to Spaeth. Now back to Kasabad, who gives it over to Feeney. Feeney gets a partial shot up, but is blocked by number 16, Strout. Now Merton's coming up quick, but Kasabad does a great job of cutting it off. Gets it over to Maddie Spaeth. Maddie Spaeth going to use a little speed, and she gets it down in low as she chips it back in deep. Comes around the net looking for it. Gives it to Feeney. Feeney takes a shot. Nice little tip there by Laban as another shot on net for the Spuds.
Great shot by Feeney to get that on net.
Spaeth trying to get it, but there's Kasabad. She's going to take a shot, and it's going to land in the glove, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off for Moorhead to the left of Jada Pulowski. So far, I'd say everything we thought we were going to see, a tight battle, a lot of body contact. Spuds probably have a very slight edge in zone, mainly probably because of the power play that Rosa was able to have. There was a hook that won't be called, and Salvovold trying to battle in the corner. Corton goes over to help. Comes back down to the corner again as Remick has the puck. She bounces it off, trying to get by Salvovold. Now Corton's over there. Can't quite get it out of there, and Hubda's able to chip it back to neutral ice. Going cross ice there, and it's picked off by number 8, Kayla Mosier. Now it goes back to the Spud zone, but Dronan's going to pick it up. Not much pressure here with this line as the Spuds are going to get an easy out, but don't communicate well there, and Strami's going to come over and bang it hard off the wall. Now Mertens is on the ice. She's going to pick it up. She gets slowed down by Corton. Hansen picks it up, goes back to Strami. He goes cross ice, but it's in the skates of Dronan. Kind of sloppy here for the Spuds here, at least so far here in this last shift, John.
Yeah, I think what Roseau's doing a good job of is they're really bottling up the neutral zone and not giving the Spuds a lot of options. And, like if the puck is not on the tape with the Spuds passes, then we start to have a little trouble. So I feel like, we're struggling a little bit just because we're not executing.
Yeah, and I go back to making it easy on yourself by just getting pucks deep and putting pressure on them deep in their zone. So here's Home with a break. She has a chance. Nice chance by Brewski. And a goal! The Spuds are going to go up 1-0 on a rebound goal by Taylor Brewski.
Nice to see Taylor Brewski in the right spot there. She struggled kind of this year with scoring goals, but we all know that she's a goal scorer, and she was in the right spot at the right time there. I think on the Ella Holmes shot that rebounded just to the left on the glove side of Pulowski, and Brewski was there to bang it home, and Pulowski almost had the rebound, but she couldn't quite squeeze her arm, and it snuck through.
Just real simple hockey, though. Get the shot to the net, rebound, score a goal, and the Spuds are going to take a 1-0 lead. So Brewski scores the goal. Ella Holm with the assist, and the Spuds are on the attack again. Bria Holm trying to push the puck. Bufflin now with it. She's going to go side over to Lily Erickson. Back up towards Jasmine Hubda. Samantha Peterson there. It's turned over, and here comes Kasabud. She's going to go back behind the net, get a better look. She jumps it back to Feeney. Wings a little high for the Spuds, but they eventually get it up to Bria Holm. Off her stick for a second. She's going to go back to Feeney. Now it's over to Dronan. Cross ice again to Bria Holm. Bria Holm will get a quick shot on net and go for a change. And there's Maddie Spaeth to pick it up. Krieg coming hard. Turn around there by Bufflin, who's done a nice job. But a turnover. A chance for the Spuds, but it's recouped there. Dronan comes in to chip it in. Here is Laban coming from the bench. Krieg helping her out in the corner as they battle. Laban wins the battle, ends up with the puck. Tries to go to Spaeth, but it ends up on Strami's stick. Fumble, and it hits the post. Oh, just about a 2-0 lead there for the Spuds as it goes off the inside of the post. Laban had a chance, and it goes back to the corner. Here's now Spaeth, who goes high up over the top of the net on a shoulder save. It looked like at least a deflection, and it'll remain in the Spuds or in Roseau zone.
Laban was on the doorstep, and she got a good good little swipe at that, but it went off the post and carried wide. But good effort by that shift and that line. Just came up a little bit short.
Yeah, nice pass that went over to Strami, who had a real strong shot, caught the inside of the post. LeBon was there for a chance, and here it is again, all the way down to Salvovold. She's going to get it clean off the wall, looking for Corton. Corton slides it over to Strami, who took a shot partially blocked. Hansen now with it, battling in the corner with Addie Johnson. She tries to go to Dronin, but it's turned over there, but Corton is all over it and knocks it off the stick. Mertens is going to beat Strami down the ice, and it's going to be a save there by Crescent. I lost sight of the puck. It must have been sitting behind her.
Yeah, I think it actually snuck through her, and she had to lay down and cover it up with her numbers on the back of her jersey to get the whistle there. But Mertens with a little bit of speed, and Strami, I think, wasn't quite ready for that speed, and she beat her to the puck and got the puck to the front. So good effort there by Mertens.
Yeah, she did what you don't do. You look at your partner thinking your partner is going to get it, and Mertens is a heck of a player, and she beelined her way to the puck and definitely was first and tried the wraparound, and Crescent was lucky enough to sit on it. So Corton on the faceoff. Hansen's going to come through and pick up the puck, but is stripped off her stick by Mertens. Feeney now with it. Feeney's got it. She rings it around the boards, doesn't get out, ends up on the stick of number 4, Kylie Bjerke. So there's Mertens again with her line mates back out there. Spud struggling to get it out of the zone. Now here comes Salvovold, goes cross ice to Hansen. Hansen gets in the zone, gives it to Corton. Corton's got a chance. She gets pulled down, but there's not going to be a call. I think she might have lost her balance on that one.
Great little play there coming through the neutral zone.
Casabud now battling Mertens. Mertens is going to beat her down the ice. She's going to get a shot, but Holmes going to be there to pick it up. And Casabud's trying to clear. And she does. Good job by her just getting it back to the neutral zone. Hansen gets it. She dumps it all the way down and goes for a change. Ella Holm, who's on the ice, will beat down. She's going to beat number 18, Cora Lundbom, down to the corner. Remick now working hard. Back out now on the Ella Holm stick. Oh, partially blocked by Bufflin. Bruschi now in the corner. Gets it to Holm. Just misses wide. Nice try there, as Ella Holmes working extremely hard in the tough area, standing out front of that net. Holm now working the corner. Strami in there to give a little help. Bruschi battling hard. 1 minute remaining here in the period. Spud's leading it 1-0. Bruschi goes back to Strami. Strami up to Holm. Holm off her skate, and it's on the stick. And cross ice, but Holm's going to get it back. She dumps it. Goes in deep. Strami's going for a change. Puck on the stick now. Roseau. They go cross ice to Remick. Remick coming down on Casabud. Tries a move, and Casabud does a nice job. Quickly back up to Holm. Holm out of gas. Does the right thing. Chips it down. Here comes Krieg. Maddie Spaeth coming as a house of fire off the bench. She's going to almost pick it off. But it goes by her, and it ends up on the stick of number 7, Genevieve Johnson, as she comes in. And Crescent's going to eat that one up. One thing the Spuds have done a great job, John, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they've kept most of the shots to the outside with the exception of probably the wraparound by Mertens.
Yeah, D are doing a pretty good job. I feel like keeping them out to the outside. Their forwards are pretty sneaky. They're kind of like sneaky fast, and doesn't really look like they're going fast, but they're smooth skaters, and they make good plays around the net.
So 8 seconds left here, and it's down in the corner. Maddie Spaeth is going to try and eat it here and see if we can burn out the rest of the time, and she'll get that done as we get down to the final horn. So shots were 9-6. I'm going to say it's 10-6 as far as saves that were recorded. So after one, the Spuds lead at 1-0. What's your take on period number 1?
I thought it was a great period by both teams. I think Spuds maybe had the advantage in possession time and zone time. And maybe point-blank chances. They had a couple really nice opportunities, one off the post there by LeBon, but other than that, I mean, I think it's a pretty even game, evenly matched team. Shots show 10-6, actually 11 probably to 6 now with the one more being put on the board, but Very good period. Very good period.
Yep, it was a solid first 17 minutes. So, with that being said, Moorhead won, Roseau nothing.
1 second, Mitch. Update on the boys' game: 3-0 Spuds at the end of the first period is the last update I got from Alex here.
Yep, Spuds had and I'll quickly see if I've gotten an update. Have not yet. We'll try and update you on the Alex Brainer game if we get that. So after one, your Moorhead Spuds won, Roseau nothing. Hey, welcome back to the Moorhead Sports Center as we get ready here for second period action. As the Spuds have a 1-0 lead as we head to the second period. So recap on the scoring. Taylor Brewski gets the lone goal of the game, assisted by Ella Holm. Goalie saves through the first period. Pulowski had 9 and Crescent with 6. So far pretty even up and down the ice as we head towards the second period. Spuds will start out with the Brewski line. Roseau will return their senior, all 3 seniors that are on their first line. Dronin quickly comes up the side, but it's turned over quick, but Bria Holm is there. She gets it back towards Roseau's end, and Roseau will shoot it back down the ice, and that'll go for a quick icing here as we are 16 seconds into the second period. And welcome back, John Casabut.
Yeah, I had to sprint back.
Zamboni
was fast.
Yeah, I think they're double Zamboni-ing us, trying to get Roseau home.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yep.
I had it all timed out on my watch, but it didn't work.
All right, Brewski will take the draw. She's going against number 7, Johnson. Won by Brewski. Strami's going to ring it back. Bria tried to get there, can't quite get the puck, and it comes back up the ice. Strami's there. She picks it off, but is pestered there by Mertens. Turned over now. Spuds had a chance, but now it's coming the other way with Strout. She's coming in hard. She beats Dronin, but gets knocked to the ice by Strami. Quickly back to Remick, who's coming streaking in from the bench. Strout now with it, down low. She tries to go up high. That's going to go back out to neutral ice, where number 4, Kylie Bjerke, will pick it up and go over to Summer Bufflin. Brewski now with the puck. Goes back out to Ella Holm, but it goes back to Bufflin. She tries to get it deep. Brewski and Ella Holm will go for a change. Roseau quickly the other way with Remick, who has a partial breakaway. Casaba does a good job to get back. Quick little sneaky shot by Remick. Easy save there by Crescent as she punches it to the corner where Krieg will pick it up. She's punching it along the wall. Spaeth was in there, but Remick chips it all the way back down, and Feeney's going to go for a race. Remick coming hard. Feeney gets there first, goes over to Casabud. Casabud eating some time in the corner to Krieg. Krieg tries to get it to Spaeth. Spaeth is able to get it through. Now Spaeth and LeBon, little 2-on-2. Spaeth, quick shot. Nice save there, Pulowski. Kind of surprised her as a quick little snapshot by Spaeth.
Good decision there by Spaeth. She can really shoot the puck, and she let it go, and goalie had to come up with a save there.
Yep, here's Casabud in the neutral zone. She goes over to LeBon. LeBon's going to get it back to Spaeth. Spaeth has another chance. Quick shot just off. Pulowski pushes it to the corner. LeBon gets to it first. Tries to go back low as it gets caught up in the air, and it's chipped by Casabud. 1-on-1, Feeney and Mertens. Mertens going to quick shot. Nice little shot, but wide of the net. And Roseau goes for a quick change as Strout, Mertens, and Johnson come out. Johnson now with a chance. Tries to go over. Nice save by Crescent. Oh, and a nice push out of the zone by Feeney. Doesn't quite get it out, though. Spuds need a whistle here as they're being tested, and Crescent's going to eat that up quickly and buy a whistle for Moorhead.
Yeah, great shift there by the Roseau. Last couple shifts by Roseau, putting a lot of pressure on Crescent and that Spud defense. One-on-one, Mertens came across, and actually Remick, the shift before, they just took that little cut to the middle and got a really good opportunity in on Crescent, and that one actually got in behind her a little bit, I think.
Yep, and she was lucky as Feeney was there. Feeney chipped it back, didn't quite get it to neutral zone. Dronin there with the face-off win, Corton with the face-off win. Dronin turns it over. Roseau now tries to go forward. Good play by Strami. Roseau has come to play here in the second period as the Spuds are a little flat-footed and not moving the puck.
Yeah, we actually won the draw. The Spuds won the draw back and were caught a little flat-footed. Their forward got in on the defenseman. I think it was Strummy was on the board side. They got possession, and she centered it. I think it was Mertens that actually centered it, or it might have been Strout that centered it in and almost had another good chance to score.
So Brewski's line comes right back on the ice. Brewski wins the face-off. Ella Holm's able to sweep it over to Feeney. Feeney to Ella Holm, goes cross ice, tries to hit Brewski, but that's going to go all the way down. So credit goes so far here to Roseau as they've played better here as the start of the second period, have a little bit more fire. And working a little harder than Moorhead to this point.
You think the Roseau coach may have said something to them in between periods?
Yeah, I think it was something we've all said before and we can't repeat, right? Get your butt moving in a different tone.
They're moving.
Yeah, they are. Here's Brewski going to take the draw against number 5, Hubda. Brewski with the win, but Hubda ends up with it under her stick. Spud still there, and this game is tied. No, it's not. I thought that was going in. My apologies there as Remick was doorstep. Now the Spud's coming the other way. Johnson's going to give it right back up to Remick. Remick going against Feeney. Beats her to the puck. Pressing over, sweeps it over to Brewski. Now Ella Holm in the corner. She's got room. She gives it back to Feeney, who tries to go across ice, and Holm will sweep it back down, and they'll go for a change. So here comes Mertens back up the ice. She has the puck. Strami's there. She gets it back in deep, but the Spuds are off sides. Now the Spuds are back on sides. Just about picked off there by Corton. It comes back out to Dronen. Dronen's going to chip it up in the air, but it's picked off. No, it's not. It goes right to Salvovold, who goes to Corton. Corton's got a break. She's going to beat her and score! That's going to be a 2-0 lead for the Spuds. Salvovold hits Corton. Corton does what she does. Nice little deke move, and the Spuds are going to lead at 2-0.
Yeah, she got Pulowski leaning towards her glove side, got a little fake, and then went to her forehand and tucked it in. But it all started in the neutral zone there, Mitch. That little pass, it got over the stick of the defender, onto the tape of Salvovold, then passed it through to Corton going through the middle. And, Hansen was right there to gobble up any rebounds, but Corton buried.
Yeah, and Dronen had a little chip like she was trying to chip it up in the air. It ended up where we needed it to end it up, and Salvovold fought through the puck and got it to Corton. So here's Salvovold now with the puck deep in the zone. Now it's back out to Corton. Corton and Hansen coming on a possible 2-on-1. Slides it over, but Hansen gets taken out there. Goes to the corner. Tries to get it back to Corton. Comes back to neutral ice where Feeney will grab it there. Feeney goes back up the wall to Casabud. Stroot battling hard. Here comes Feeney. She picks it up. She's going to go around the boards. Back over to Salvovold. Salvovold goes up to Spaeth. Spaeth is going to beat one. She's going to get over the red line and chip it down in deep and go hard for it. She's going to try and beat number 4, Kayla Bjerke, who gets there quickly, but Casabud with a nice step up. Krieg coming off the bench. She gets it back in deep. Here's Spaeth, or LeBon, in the corner. Does the little dance move, turned over, but she gets it right back. Great a chance, tries to score. Spaeth gets the rebound, can't quite get it past the net. Here's Casabud, quick shot with traffic. Nice job again by Moorhead as they're getting their chances now as they picked up the pace. Now picked up by number 6, Lily Erickson. She's going to circle back around the net, but there's Krieg, turns it over. Krieg looking. She's going to carry it around the net. She goes for the wraparound. Nothing being done there, but here's Feeney teeing it up, but it's blocked off a skate. I believe it was LeBon. Another shot. Now Krieg has it again. She goes for the wraparound again. There's Spaeth. She gets another shot. Still loose. And Pulowski's going to eat that one up, and that'll do it. What a save by Pulowski.
Flurry of opportunities there for the Spuds, and Pulowski comes up big to keep it 2-0. Man, wow, what a perseverance to find that puck laying out in front with the traffic there. I think Krieg came around the net there at the end and just tried to throw one out front, and a couple Spuds were banging at the puck, and Pulowski came up big.
So the Spuds a good pushback here for the last minute and a half as they stretch the lead from 1-2. Brewski now tries to go back behind her, back to home. Turned over now. Comes back to neutral ice. Dronen's there. Dronen's going to go all the way cross ice to home. Addie Johnson gets there first just to chip it back out. Strami now going over to Casabud. Casabud going back to Brewski. Brewski's got a break. She's going to take a backhand. Nice save there by Pulowski as she steers it to the corner. Now Dronen has it, but Brewski, I think, is going to take a walk over to the box on a checking or possible roughing. I'm not sure what they're going to call. They're going to call a check. So that'll come back to the Spuds' end, and they'll have to counter with a penalty kill.
Just before that penalty was called, Brewski had a good opportunity on the net. She took a backhand. I thought she maybe had time to bring it to her forehand and get a good shot on her forehand, but nonetheless, she did get it on net. It was kind of a rebound that got pushed to the side by Pulowski, but was able to keep it out of the net.
So home takes the draw, but it's won by Roseau. A little flip work hot. And it's, and the and the glove comes off.
Wow.
And they'll have a whistle.
I mean, we're seeing some good goaltending here tonight, Mitch. I mean, there's 2 golden opportunities there by Roseau, and Crescent gobbled those up as well. So
I didn't even
acrobatic save.
I didn't know what to say once the glove fell off. Normally that is not a whistle. I'm surprised they blew it because it's supposed to be only for the mask. Less Minnesota high school rules could be different than college. But anyway, nonetheless, it's a whistle, and Spuds are able to clear it down the ice. Krieg and Spaeth will jump back on the ice as they freshen up the penalty killers here. And here comes Lily Erickson. She tries to go cross ice, but well over the top of Remick. Great job by Dronen. She goes up off the glass all the way down. Spaeth putting pressure on Mertens. Mertens back playing defense on this power play. Bufflin now swings it back over to Remick. Remick tries to chip it to Mertens, but it's buried all the way back by Kossabud. Now Erickson with the puck. She's going to go over to Peterson. Off her stick, right back to Feeney. Feeney keeps going backwards. She goes all the way down back into the Roseau zone. Not quite deep enough. Summer Bufflin picks it up there, tries to go, but it's picked off by Spaeth. Spaeth shoots, up off, over the top of the glass and into the netting. I don't know that was deflected. I think she was looking for the upper shelf, John.
Yeah, I think the puck might have just flipped on edge there, and that's why it went over the net. But, I thought she made the right decision to take the shot there, but she made a great effort before that to get possession of the puck, putting pressure on Mertens, who's not normally a defenseman, but playing back there as a defenseman on the power play, as you mentioned.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the shot. She drew Pulowski to the ground, and I think that's the shot she had. Just didn't work out that time. So here comes Mertens back up the ice. She's going to lose a little bump off the boards, and Feeney will pick it up. Feeney's going to go off the far boards. Or Holmes there, but it goes off a couple bodies, and Kossabud will pick it up and probably send it the length of the ice. No, she hits Ella Holm. Ella's going to try and cut it in. She goes deep, looking for anything. Goes back to her sister in the corner, Bria. Bria slowly trying to make a play, and Kossabud tries to cheat down. 19 seconds left on the Spuds penalty, and Roseau really struggling to get anything going after that first 3-minute outburst. But here comes Mertens. And never say anything until it's over, right? Because here she comes right back. Feeney will pick it up. Brewski's down to 3 seconds on hers. Bria Holmes going to fire it down. Should be able to get a full change here, and they do. So here come the Spuds with 5-on-5. It'll be the Corton line. They scored the last goal as Corton made a nice little move around Pulowski to make it a 2-0 Spuds lead. So here's Dronen. She's going to chip it back up, gets it off Salvi's stick and down the ice. And the Spuds will try and get it back. Hansen's first one there, gets it over to Corton. Corton trying to find something behind the net, gets it to Salvavold. Back to Corton. Work in the corner they are. Good job by Salvavold as she pokes it away. She looks around. She's going to go back over to Strami, but off her stick. Strami's going to get a partial shot, but way wide. And Dronen's going to come hard to chip it back in. She gets there. Tries to take a shot, and I think that might have cleared.
That's what I love about Jordan's game there. You watch her pinch in on that one. There was no hesitation. She's like, I'm going to get that. I'm 100% sure I can get that. I'm going to pinch down, and she did. Whereas some players will kind of pause in between there, and they may hesitate a little bit. She was sure, and she did it. So
yeah, and you get
good
caught
job there.
You get caught in that dead space, and there's nothing but trouble there. Jordan with a shot there goes wide. Moorhead doing a great job of now putting pressure on off the glove of Strami, and they're going to have a good chance. Goes over to Stroop, but off her stick and down. Dronen now will try and race, and she's going to pick it up. She's pulled down, and the Spuds are going to get their first power play here at the 8:06 mark of the second period.
And that's a good call. Stroop, I believe it was on Stroop. She put Dronen into the boards pretty heavily and got the interference call, I believe.
Yeah, I think
Stroop.
I think Stroop was a little. She kind of got held up by Dronen. That aggravated her a little bit. Dronen got first to the puck, and it was definitely a pull down there. And the Spuds will have a big opportunity here to extend their lead. So first power play here for Moorhead. Roseau 0 for 2 on their attempts, and this will be their first kill of the game. So here's a face-off. Brewski will step in with the 2 Holmes. Spuds will have control. Dronen now with it on the sidewall, going back to Corton. Corton goes to Brewski on the side. Back over to Corton. Corton goes to the middle to Holm. Holm's going to try and get a shot off, but can't. But Spuds will still maintain the possession. Here comes Dronen now. She's going to go over to Brewski. Brewski has it low. looking for somebody to pass to, catches home in the middle, and she can't control it, and it's going to go down the ice.
Well, I really like how Corton's quarterbacking the power play back there, making simple plays but effective plays. Made a nice pass to Bria Holm in the middle. She just couldn't get the shot off.
So here comes Brewski. She's got ice. She does a quick cross to Holm. Holm's going to shoot off her stick. Ella Holm is there, and Brewski's going to go back to Dronen. Dronen over to Corton. Corton now has the puck. She's looking for Brewski. Roseau's really content to go into a diamond. They're just keeping the perimeter. The Spuds are looking for a cross-ice pass. Quick shot, sneaky one there by Corton, but the Spuds still get it. Here comes Dronen. Back to Corton. Corton goes back to Dronen. She's got a good chance. She looks for Brewski, and I think probably should have taken the shot, but Brewski gets it back. Corton now setting up shop up top. She's going to shoot. Good screen, but to no avail as Pulowski will eat that one up, and we'll have 37 seconds left on the power play.
Impressive on the power play there. Corton quarterbacking that umbrella-style power play by the Spuds and just making all the right decisions up there. You know, shooting when she should shoot, passing when she should pass, and really having a lot of poise for a freshman that in her first year of high school hockey.
So a late change there as they were trying to sneak a different player out for Roseau. She'll be pushed back. And the Spaeth line with Casabud and Strami now will line up behind on this number 2 power play. So Spaeth wins it, gets back over to Casabud, who gets to the middle. Spaeth is going to give it back to her. And here comes Spaeth through the middle. Bounces off a couple sticks, and Pulowski's going to eat that one up. Need to get some people out front there. It looked like Casabud wanted to shoot the shot and had a lane, but there was no traffic in front. Did the right thing, tried to get it down back to Spaeth, and she probably had a good look there, but just kind of went off her stick, and Pulowski was able to eat it up. So face-off won again by the Spuds, and Casabud again looking for somebody. Back to Casabud, now on the wing to Spaeth. Spaeth goes back to Casabud. Casabud tries to tee one up, but Strami's there. She buries it, and that's a 3-0 lead.
Wow, heck of a shot by Strami. I know she can shoot the puck, and she showed it right there. Snapped that one off, short side over the glove of Pulowski to make it 3-0.
Yeah, it kind of fell off Cassie's stick, and it ended up right where America, if you're a Moorhead Spud fan, and she buried it. There was no doubt about it from Strami. And she ripped the back of the net, and that was a beauty. That's her first goal as a Moorhead Spud.
And that's a big one for your first one.
Well, if you're going to score them in the playoffs, right? And so the Spuds will take a 3-0 lead with 6:15 left. Spaeth with Roseau with the face-off win, trying to go up the sidewall. So here comes LeBon. She's going wide. She's got a step on the defender. She's coming in, sneaks it over the shoulder, bounces around, and just about goes in. Spuds are flying out there now. LeBon goes back out. Pulowski trying to eat it up. Spaeth kind of gets tackled out front, but there's no call, and here comes Roseau. Samantha Peterson with it in the corner. Feeney trying to fend her off. Stroop gets there for a second, but here comes LeBon. Tried to get the clear, but didn't quite get it done. Peterson coming in, goes wide of the net. Here's Salvoval deep in the corner. She throws it, unfortunately, out front, and it's picked off by number 7, Johnson, who tries to go out front. Now LeBon with it, and the Spuds are going to end up in the box. So Dronen's going to go for a hold here. Yeah, well, it's funny. Watching Kraft, they're talking about the penalty that happened down there. The Spuds got away with one in the box, and once you go to a third, something's going to get called, and the Spuds will be shorthanded here. So Holm will come back onto the ice. No, they won't. They go back.
5:17 left on the FCCU scoreboard.
So a good block there and back out to neutral ice. Merton's back on the point on this power play as it is Remick, Peterson, in Lily Erickson. Now Mertens is going to come up with Bufflin, but it's picked off by Holm. Holm's going to do the right thing. She's just going to put it back down in deep.
Great pressure by Savovold there on Mertens in the zone, forcing her to make a play.
So here comes Remick with the puck. Ever so crafty, but surrounded by everybody. Nice poke there by Bria Holm. Mertens now has a look. She tries to take a shot, but Casabud says nothing about that. Takes a little block and shoots it down the ice. She goes for a change, and Strami comes back on with Feeney. Holm, Ella Holm, raising a little cane down in the corner. She comes back across to cut off Erickson. Erickson tries to go back to Mertens. She'll pick it up there. What a penalty kill there by Holm. She is everywhere, Ella Holm. Great job by her. Feeney now rushing down the ice. She'll get to it, get it back up to Bria, who just swats it along, ends up back on Mertens' stick. And they'll go cross ice, and that's going to be a whistle. So 45 seconds left on the penalty on the Spuds. 4:02 left here in the second. Spuds with a 3-0 lead and a 22-11 difference in shots. So Brewski will step in with Krieg, Casabud, and Feeney on the points. 45 seconds left on the Dronen penalty, and there's Brewski wins the draw back to Feeney, who gets a partial shot off, but it's blocked by Stroot. Chip back to the corner as Addie Johnson goes back. Krieg now putting pressure on. Here comes Johnson up the ice, trying to find somebody. She gets it off Stroot's stick, but Casabud is there. Casabud's going to take it right away. She's going to turn, and she's going to fire it all the way back down. Good job there by Casabud. Just a quick strip of the puck and sends it back down. Feeney gets a chance for a change. Brewski now is going to go to the box again for a trip. And I think you're playing the puck, but it doesn't matter what I think there, John. I think that's an interesting call. So 14 seconds, they'll have a 5-on-3, and they'll send the Holmes and Feeney back out on the ice, it looks like.
I think Dronen just needed a friend in the box, it looked like. Brewski was just going to make sure that she wasn't too lonely.
So big face-off win there by Holm. And we're down to 9 seconds left on the Dronen penalty. Here comes Mertens. She's going to have a shot. Great save there by Crescent.
Good little stick by Feeney to clear that one to the corner.
That's going to come off the glass.
Wide.
It's going to come to Dronen. Oh, just by her. And Pulowski's going to come out and try and clear. She does a good job. She gets it off the boards. And back out to neutral ice. Who's there but Remick? But off her stick, and Holm picks it up. She gets tripped, and now we're going to go 4-on-4. So you can kind of see that coming. If there was anything that was going to happen, there'd probably be a penalty the other way, and that'll go on number 5, Jasmine Hovda, and she'll go for 2 minutes for a tripping.
And Ella Holm is pretty good at drawing penalties. I think she's still second to Corton, but she's pretty good. So
Court will step in, and I'm guessing she's out there for the face-off because she's pretty good at it, as we'll go 4-on-4 here for at least another minute and a half, and the Spuds will have a short power play. So here's Stroot. She tries to carry it out, but there's Casabud. Casabud's going to chip it back in deep, and that'll be picked up by Bufflin. Bufflin tries to go to Stroot, but that's picked off by Spaeth. Spaeth now trying to make a play. She keeps it deep in the Roseau zone. Now Roseau comes back up Stroot, but there's Casabud tried to step, didn't quite get all of it, but Maddie Spaeth is going to come back hard and knock her off the puck, and it's picked up by Strami.
Great back-checking effort by Maddie Spaeth.
Oh, a turnover by Casabud. Here comes number 7. That is Johnson. Tried to make a play, but she had nobody with her. Now Casabud gets it back. Casabud going up the sidewall. She's going to chip it. Can't quite get it deep, and she goes for a change. Now she gets it deep enough, and she can make a change, and Dronen will jump back on the ice, and here comes Holm and Holm. So they're still 4-on-4. 35 seconds left on the Brewski penalty. 2 minutes left here in the period. Mertens still with the puck. She skates around the world. She's going to get a shot. Nothing there. And Crescen's going to hold on, and we'll have a face-off to the left of her.
Mertens, she's just speedy forward. She's got some good wheels. She took a couple laps around the offensive zone before she got tried to take that shot, and think it got blocked in front, but Remick got a rebound. Oh,
and there's a goal so the Spuds give up one there. Nobody tied up the player out front, and they get the rebound and score on Crescent, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, Crescent made the initial save, and then there was just another player there right for the rebound. I don't know who got that one, to be honest with you. We'll see here.
Merton scored it, I believe.
Merton's got it?
Yep.
Okay.
You keep riding the same horses, they get tired, and that's kind of what happened. They looked a little sluggish and didn't make a play, and it's 3-1. So 8 seconds left on the Brewski penalty, and here comes Stroot. She gets a shot, but it's partially falls off her stick, and it's a rebound. Feeney's going to pick that up. Go wide over to Spaeth, who gets it down to Brewski off her stick deep in the zone. So here comes Brewski. Gets it back out to Dronen. Spuds working a power play as they have one here for 15 more seconds. Dronen's going to tee it up, but it's blocked. Now Cassabud with it. Gets it back over to Dronen. Dronen's got a lane. She holds it back up to Cassabud, who's going to shoot it. Oh, just about a tip goal there by Brewski. Back out high. 5-on-5 now, last minute of the period. Cassabud tees it up. It sits on the doorstep, and it's chipped back out. Wing it over. Dronen's going to put it in. Spuds get the full change. Offsides temporarily on the Spuds. It goes off Corton's stick and all the way back down, but Dronen's going to be first. 39 seconds left here in the period.
Scoreboard still showing 3-0, but it's in fact 3-1 and now 3-2.
So a little mix up on the backside, and it ends up being a goal, and we're 3-2 now. So a comfortable lead is now down to 1, and there's 29.7 seconds left here in the second period.
Yeah, you just can't take your foot off the gas. Momentum is definitely on the Roseau Rams side here.
Brewski now with a chance. She gets it off the path of Pulowski. Back again, and a great save there by Pulowski as she'll hold on with 17 seconds left in a 3-2 Moorhead lead.
Phenomenal shot there by Brewski on the backhand. It came right out rebound. I believe it was to Ella Holm there on the back door, and Pulowski just got over and made a huge save to keep it at 3 for the Spuds.
So Brewski got the face-off, ends up on the stick of Bria Holm, goes to Ella, right outside, another big save. Brewski with another shot, 2 big saves there by Pulowski to hold it here with 10 seconds left. Remick slow to get up behind the net. Face off one. Dronen tries to take a shot down to 6 seconds. That'll be thrown out front, and that should do it here as we wind down at the end of the second period. So we will go into what will be a wild third period, I'm assuming. Spuds came out a little rough. Roseau had a good push. Moorhead came back, scored a couple goals, and then Roseau said, hey, we like this too, and they banged in a couple, some tired bodies on the ice there for a couple goals, and we're 3-2.
Yeah, Roseau's got some experience in big games, and this is a big one, and they will never give up. I can guarantee that. I don't care what the score is, they're never going to give up. So we're looking forward to a good third period.
So the end of 2, Spuds 3, Roseau 2. Shots end up as they punch a few more up there for Roseau, and it looks like it's going to end up 28-20 in the favor of Moorhead. So that being said, Spuds 3, Roseau 2. We'll see you in 10.
is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
So welcome back here to the Moorhead Sports Center as both teams are back on the ice getting ready for what, John, we'd expect to be a wild third period.
Yeah, absolutely. That second period was kind of a tale of two tapes. Spuds, I think, obviously won that first half of the period, extended their lead, and then Roseau, the last 5 minutes, really that's where they scored their 2 goals and kind of like turned the tide on the Spuds. Although the Spuds got a few good chances, quality chances at the end, but Pulowski really came up huge for them.
Yeah, the Spuds had a chance and had a good pushback in that last 37 or so ticks left in the period. Spuds gave up 2 quick goals, I think about a minute apart, with a minute and a half and about 37 seconds left. And here we sit at a 3-2. So one thing here, shout out to the Moorhead boys as they won a 4-0 game up on the road in Roseau and likely should secure themselves a number 1 seed for the Section 8 AA tournament, which will be coming up. Their last game will be Saturday against Hill Murray. The other game to note would be Brainerd and Alex, who are tied at 3 as they head to the third period. Pretty even game as shots are 17-16 in that one. So Brewski will step in against Johnson, and here we go. One there by Roseau. Puck ends up over towards Home. Home falls off her stick, and Dronan's going to pick it up. Dronan's going to get it, and she's going to dump it back in deep. Brewski going hard on Bufflin, picks it off there. Chips it back off the wall to Strami, who gets a partial shot, but it's blocked by Mertens. Here comes Strout. She gets it back up the ice to Johnson. Come down, and it's blocked there by Dronan off her leg, and it'll be turned back over. Strout will win the battle there in the corner. Goes back out front of the Spuds net, way too long there, and that goes back out to Johnson. She takes a quick shot just wide of the net. Home now with the puck. Chip back in deep, and the Rams will go for a change. Dronan picks it up behind her net. She's going to take it one way. She's going to fire it off the far wall. It's going to scoot by Johnson, but icing will definitely be waved, and the Spuds will go for a change. Here comes Spaeth out back onto the ice. Backed out to neutral ice, and it's picked up by number 6, Lily Erickson. Back over to Hovda, to Remick. Kossabut will chase down Remick. Remick jumps into the boards, no call there. Laban now, she'll pick it up on the wall. She gets it back out towards neutral ice, cuts back to the middle, still on her stick. She's using her speed. She gets the puck in deep, keeps it on her stick though, and she's trying to make a play in the corner. Gets knocked off her stick. Spaeth gets a little deep, and Hovda will come back up the ice. Both teams just seem like they're trying to get to the red line and get it in deep. Spaeth fires it off the far wall, and Feeney's going to pick it up. She's going to dump it in deep, and the Spuds will go for a change. Here comes Corton, Feeney, Hansen, Salvavold, and Dronan are on the ice for the Spuds. Hansen chips it back down in deep. Corton loses an edge as Bufflin picks it up. Bufflin goes to Johnson. Addie Johnson tries to go back across. Strout tries to get it by Hansen. Hansen holds the zone, gets it back down to the corner where Corton is. Stroot and Corton battling there. Corton battling with 2. Hansen's going to pick it up. She's going to dump it back in deep. Corton now on the puck again, and it's Summer Buffalo and Corton battling. Hansen goes in to help. She's got it, trying to make a play, but it's taken off her stick back up the wall. But here's Dronen. She's got an easy tap back down the wall. Hansen's got it now. She tries to go over to Salvovold. It's picked off by Mertens. Mertens coming down on Strami. Using her speed, she's got her beat. Strami goes down. Mertens has it, still trying to go to the net. And this game is tied.
Wow, what a play by Mertens. You can see her speed one-on-one with Strummy, and she beat her wide. And, you know, she kind of stopped in the corner and then came out of the corner kind of nonchalant. And I think Crescent went down and she picked the corner right over the blocker.
Yeah, she didn't have hardly anything to shoot at. Shot from the goal line and beat Crescent. And that gives Mertens the hat trick. And 3-3 as we are 14-23 left here in the third. Face off. Brewski will chip it off the wall. She's got to come in. She's got to look. She rips one, hits the post, and bounces to the near far side. Kosovo will shoot it there. It bounces back up in the air. Brewski's got it again. Goes to Holm. Holm back to Brewski. Brewski's got it on her backhand side. Tried to pull to the forward. Kosovo picks it up there. Ella Holm now gets it to Bria Holm. Has got a point-blank shot. She shoots another save there by Pulowski. Feeney battling for it. She comes up with it, takes a shot towards the net. Brewski trying to ramp it, but just rolls over her stick back down in the corner to Brewski. Brewski tries to get it out front to Ella Holm off her leg and back behind the net. Good shift here by the Spuds. Bria Holm goes to Brewski, but it's blocked. Back to Holm. She shoots and scores! Beats Pulowski just over the top of her pad and below the blocker, and we are 4-3 Spuds here with 13:30 left in the third period.
Nice snipe there by Bria Holm.
You know, great shift there by the Spuds. Brewski had a couple chances. Ella Holm was battling hard. Good job at keeping the puck puck in the Roseau zone, and it comes. It's like magic that it comes to Bria Holm's stick, and she knew exactly where to do it, and she beat Pulowski in the 4-3 Spud lead. So Dronen now, face-off won by Spaeth. Dronen's going to bring it through the middle. She's going to go deep, high off the glass, and bounces deep into the Roseau zone. Turned over again, but Bufflin comes right to her off Mertens' stick. Strami's not going to let her beat her this time. She gets the puck off, but it's Mertens again. She's got a chance. Good save by Crescent. Puck sitting in between her legs, and Crescent's going to get the hold there, and we're going to get a whistle.
Wow, Crescent really stood her ground there. The initial shot stayed in front of Crescent, but in the rebound, I think Remick was coming hard to the net, or maybe it was Johnson coming hard to the net there.
Johnson, yep.
And Crescent had it right between her legs and just would not let that thing get out for a Roseau stick to get on it. So great effort there by Crescent to keep this thing a 1-goal lead at 4-3.
So they'll come back out with the Brewski line again, and it goes past home. Down the ice, they're going to wave off icing as Summer Bufflin had a chance to play it. Ella Holm's going to get down there first. Feeney pinching hard, keeps it deep in the zone. Trying to get it, Feeney, little hand pass there. Brewski has a shot, when that will not count, and we'll have a face-off to the outside. So that's going to come all the way down. I forgot, hand pass now in the offensive zone will come all the way down the ice.
Yeah, and here now with 12:43 on the FCCU scoreboard, faceoffs become very important. And we've got a good one in Brewski, taking one for the Spuds.
Yeah, she wins it cleanly, and Dronen's going to do the 99er, bounce it off the boards, out to home, but not going to work this time, and it comes back towards the Spud zone. Dronen now cuts back to the middle. She gets pulled down, but there won't be any call there. And here comes Brewski now. She's going to bring it in. Salvovold trailing behind her. Brewski's got it. She's going to hold it up, trying to go cross ice, and Dronen is there. Dronen's going to take a shot. It's going to go off the glass. Spuds are going to try and get a change. Now Corton is on, and Holm makes it to the bench, and they'll have a full change. Lily Erickson coming down, but Hansen comes and has nothing to do with it. She knocks it off her stick, comes back around the net. She makes a move back, gives it up to Dronen. Dronen now coming up the middle, goes over to Salvovold. Got a good chance here as she takes her wide, beats her, doesn't go out front. Still looking, being patient with the puck, gives it back to Kasabud. Kasabud does the right thing, but gets knocked off her stick by Mertens. Don't want to play around when Mertens is around there. She scored 3 goals so far in this game. Here comes Kasabud now. She's going to beat everybody down the ice, throws a shot in on Pulowski. Corton gets it. Back across to Mertens off her stick, and Feeney's going to have to hustle because Mertens is going to come hard. And then Feeney does. She does a pull-up. She gets wrapped up briefly by Mertens. Salvovold now with a chance. Good job by Corton to get it out. Corton's going to get through
possible.
it. Corton gets back up. She's got Hansen with her, but she's going to go to the ice. And number 18 will pick up the puck, that being Cora Lundbaum. Now, Hansen will go for a change. Krieg and Laban are out there. Corton still hanging tough as she tries to hold it in the zone, but here comes number 5, Jasmine Hovda. One-on-one with Dronen, beats her to the inside, backhand and a goal. Slides right underneath Crescent, and we got ourselves a 4-4 tie as Jasmine Hovda gets a big goal back for Roseau, and we are tied again at 4.
Wow, back and forth here in the third period. The first half of this period has been a barn burner. Jessica Hovda with a good one-on-one against Dronen, slipped one through her legs, and then did the same on Crescent to make it 4-4, 10:47 on the FCCU scoreboard.
So 10:47 left here. Face-off won by Spaeth, and it'll go back to Feeney. Over to Laban. Laban gets it deep. Here comes Krieg. She's coming fast. She's got it. She's going to go, but it's bounced off her stick. Nice play by the defenseman. Strout now coming up the wall. Feeney does a good job of holding it in there. Spaeth now jumping on the puck as she's battling around the corner, her and Feeney. Spaeth is going to come out with a make a move to the middle. Gets knocked off. Takes a nice shot off the pad of the goaltender. Another shot there by Kasabudge. Tried to get it there. Now Mertens is off to the races, and she looks like she's going to have a breakaway. She's in. Here comes Mertens. Crescent, nice save by her. Rebound, another save there by Crescent.
Huge save by Crescent on Mertens there to keep this game tied.
And then another save. The Spuds are getting outmoved here a little bit here on this particular play as Mertens made a heck of a play. Now Kasabud's going to slow it down. She'll go over to Feeney. Feeney up to Laban. Laban gets it over to Brewski. Brewski's going to cut through. Strong move to the net, holding on to the puck. Tries to get it to Ella Holm, but it's off Remick's sticks. Now Brewski still trying to battle with it. Remick trying to push it up the wall. Ella Holm now put the pressure on Lundbaum. Lundbaum goes up, and it's turned over there. Penalty coming up on Roseau. We're going to have a hooking on Peyton Remick at the 9:27 mark here of the third period.
Yeah, Ella Holm just did a good job off the sidewall, keeping her feet moving, and Remick felt like she had to pull her down to prevent her from getting a good opportunity in on Pulowski. So Remick goes to the box here with 9:27 left in the third period.
So Brewski, Holm, and Holm will come out here now. Corton will take that point with Dronen. Another face-off win by Brewski. Now Corton's going to set it up at the top. Roseau's being patient, getting the box, but it breaks down. Now Brewski's got a chance. It's blocked. Dronen had a point blanker. Still there. Brewski, she scores! A backhand from the circle, up over Pulowski, and the Spuds are back 5-4.
Swarming, absolutely swarming the Roseau net there on that power play. Again, Corton, patience at the top, gets it over to Brewski. Brewski tries to get that puck in on net. It was a scramble in front, and it ends up on Brewski's backhand, and she chipped it over Pulowski to make this another one-goal game, 5-4 Spuds.
So Kraft trying to talk to his troops and get everybody settled down. Corton will come back off, and Strami. Now they're going to make Corton stay on the ice as Kraft took a little bit too much time there to make his decision. Brewski wins another faceoff. Corton's going to be smart. She'll get it deep. She'll go to the bench for a change, and nothing's there. Kasabud and Feeney will come back out. So here comes Roseau as they come into the zone. Johnson trying a little sneaky shot there, doesn't work out. Casabud battling up the wall. Bria Holm trying to get it out. Johnson holds it in for Roseau, but Holm strong on her stick, taps it back. Picked up by number 4, Kyla Bjerke. She comes in. She's got some ice. Great job by Creed to come put pressure and cut her off. Feeney bumps it up the wall. Holm tries to get it up the ice. Now it's on Space Stick. She'll bump it in deep. 8:26 and counting here in the third. Spuds lead it here in a wild one, 5-4. Thrown back out front. Feeney's going to have a shot. No, she loses it off her stick. But Laban is right there to pick up the puck for her. Now she battles deep in the corner. Laban loses it, and here comes Hubda. Hubda tries to go cross ice onto Feeney's stick. Feeney's going to put it off the wall to Space. Space going to try and get it in deep, but Hubda's going to come up with it and go cross ice to Peyton Remick. Remick now coming 1-on-2. She cuts back to the outside, gets it back to Stroot, but Spaeth with a great back check comes back. Now Laban all alone. She's going to try and get something going. She's carrying it in deep. She pulls up there, goes back out front to Dronen. Dronen gets it off the stick and onto the pads. And here comes Roseau back the other way. Shot there. Crescen's going to bump it over. Salvable tries to get the clear, doesn't quite get there. Here comes Strami. Strami's trying to make a play, but she turns it over. Goes off her stick, back to the corner. Roseau still making a move on the stick of Mertens. Dronen now with it.
Held on to that one just a little too long with her hand and drew the whistle. Offensive face-off here in the Spud zone.
You know, it's amazing. Simple things like chipping it deep and getting off become important at this time. You got 7 minutes, just get pucks deep. Roseau struggled at times to get it out. Spuds have struggled at times to get it out, but it seems like whoever gets it deep has been the better team in this hockey game. And the face-off won somewhat by Roseau as it ends up on the stick there. But the Spuds get it right back. Casabud behind the net, trying to get it to Brewski, but off a pair of skates there. And it ends up on the stick of Mertens. Mertens has a chance off Crescent's stick, and all types of people going down as Brewski goes to the ice. And Casabud's not going to let anybody touch her goalie and clears it out.
Yeah, just a little lack of urgency in our own zone. Just like the Spuds need to get that puck off the glass, get it out the zone, just quit messing with the puck in our zone, and I think we'll be all right.
So, face-off won again by Brewski. Casabud trying to go over to Holm. Holm gets at least back out to neutral ice, but Mertens is there. The only person you probably don't want to have the puck on her stick today, as she scored 3 already. Holm now with it. She gets pulled down. No, we're going to have a hand pass, and that's going to go back into the Spud zone. I'm guessing Bria Holm must have pushed it with her glove, and it'll come back into the Spud zone.
Yeah, that line of Johnson, Mertens, and Stroop has been a tough one to play against. Their speed is very apparent in this game, and the scoreboard, I think they've got 3 of the 4 goals.
Well, and that line is all seniors, possibly playing their last high school game. They have a lot a lot of pride in that Roseau program. Have had a lot of success, and I'm sure they don't want to make this their last game. So Remick, gets a chance there. Comes back to Addie Johnson. She looks down in low off Jasmine Hubda's stick, but Remick is there to pick it up. Casabud tries to pin her up, but can't quite get it done. Remick now looking for somebody out front. Holm has it. She goes cross ice, and Feeney's going to go to the box for a cross check.
Yeah, Spuds seem to be making it more difficult on themselves than they have to be, and they get opportunities with the puck on their stick, and they try to get they can't get it out off the boards. They're going through the middle. They got to get that puck off the boards, off the glass, to get it in the neutral zone, to give themselves some relief and get the pressure off of them defensively. Okay,
so here we go. Spaeth takes the face off, lost by her. Remick's going to pick it up behind the net. Gives it to Javson Hubda. Hubda goes back to Bufflin. Mertens sneaky on the far side. Now here's Hubda. She's going to beat somebody. She's going to get pulled down, and the Spuds are going to be down 5-on-3. And they'll have a full minute 43 here as Dronen will go to the box for a trip.
Yeah, these forwards of Roseau are speedy, and they get a step on you. It's hard not to bring them down if you want to limit their opportunities.
This surprises me here. Brewski's won just about every face-off tonight, but Ella's a good center too. But we need a face-off win on a 5-on-3. Won by Roseau. Quick shot, and Crescent's going to eat that one up. Yeah, Brewski's going to come out now to take that draw. Your best penalty killer has to be your goalie at this point. You're 5-on-3, minute 35. You have 2 defensemen in the box, which is going to limit your ability. Have to play 2 forwards here, which they usually do anyway, and Brewski's going to take the draw. Brewski holds her up long enough so she can get some help. Crescent's going to hold on there. So minute 29, John. This is 5:40 left.
It doesn't get better than this, Mitch.
No, it doesn't. I don't know.
A little nerve-wracking up here in the booth, but
Brewski wins it there and gets it down to the corner.
Fun game for fans.
Kasabud spinning around a little bit. Ends up on the stick of Mertens. Mertens over to Hubda. That one would have been wide of the net, and a quick turn and a clear by Ella Holm.
Very smart decision by Ella Holm to take her time to make sure she gets a clean clear there instead of just throwing it.
So here comes Hubda back up the ice. Brewski's going to put a pressure on her. Gets it, and Ella Holm's going to clear it all the way down. So minute 2 left on the first penalty on Feeney. Dronin minute 16, and we're under 5 minutes, 5:07 left here in the third. Here comes Mertens. She's going to take it wide, beat Brewski, come in. She's going to set up the house here and see what they can do. She looks back to the middle, gives it back to Bufflin. Bufflin up top, gets it over to Strout. Strout's going to walk it. Good save there by Crescent off the wall. Ella Holm's got a chance to clear, and she does.
Another nice clear by Ella Holm, and great shift by Ella Holm to get 3 pucks out of the zone.
And 3 new people on the ice. Spaeth, Krieg, Kasabud. Strout will come up. She beats 1. She's going to take a quick shot. And Crescent's going to hold on here with 20 seconds left in the third period. So Feeney has 20 seconds left. Dronin 37. Still a 5-4 lead as Crescent's been equal to the task here. Great job of penalty killing there by Ella Holm, as she got 2 clears. Her and Brewski did a nice job with a little help from Strami in Kasabud. Now back out, it's on Merton's stick. She's going to take a long shot. Easy save there by Crescent, but Strout's going to pick it up. We're down to 10 seconds left. Back over cross ice. Kasabud's got a chance to clear. She's going to ring it around, and that'll take care of 1 penalty as the Spuds now down to 1 second here on Feeney, and she'll jump back on the ice, and we'll have a 5-on-4. 15 seconds left. Here comes number 7, which is Johnson. She's going to hold up and try and set it up. She tries to go to Addie Johnson, doesn't make it, but there's Spaeth, and the Spuds kill off a big 5-on-3, and we're under 4 minutes left. Spuds will get a change as Dronin hustles over. The home line back on the ice, Maddie Spaeth still out with Brewski and Bria Holm. Spuds unable to hold it in, and we'll have a whistle. So now it's going to be who's going to call their timeout first, John, and I don't think we're looking to, but maybe we are.
Yeah, I don't think it'll really depend on where some of these whistles end up in the offensive zone or defensive zone, or who's going to take that first timeout.
So Dronin tries to get it in deep. Strami, I'm sure, will, and she does. That'll circle back around. Pulowski's equal to the task, and she holds it. Bufflin now picks it up behind. Brewski trying to put pressure on as the Spuds surround the puck. Comes out to Hubda. Brewski comes off the wall quickly, and she's able to get back and try to hold the zone, but here comes Hubda down the ice. She's coming 1-on-5. Holm was able to get to it and gets it back out to Bufflin. Brewski all over her, trying to get the puck away. She does. She tries to go back to the middle of the ice to no avail, but Dronin's going to get to it first, make a little spin move. Back over here now to Holm. Here comes Strout. She's moving. Good job by Bria Holm, and she goes hard into the boards. And Crescent will eat that one up. I think she drove herself into the wall there, and the Spuds here, 2:51 left here in the period.
Yeah, we got a face-off here in the Spuds defensive zone. Looks like we got Spaeth out there against Johnson on the faceoff.
So Spaeth will step in to take it as LeBon has a chance and she gets it out. Krieg tries to get it, but it doesn't quite go. Stroot working hard. You can tell the Roseau's not going to go away easy as they're pushing hard there. Mertens tries to make a play. Spuds just need to get pucks deep and eat out the clock as with a 5-4 lead here in the third period. 2.5 remaining now as Krieg will battle along the wall with Addie Johnson. Pins it up, gets it to Spaeth. Spaeth's going to have a chance. Off a skate and back across the side. Feeney does a good job of holding the zone. Krieg now trying to battle behind the net. Spaeth tries to go out front. Nothing there. Cassabud now with it. Going against Mertens. Does the right thing. Chips it back down in to Krieg. Krieg battling. Now LeBon will pick it up. LeBon battling along the wall to Feeney. Gets back down in low. Johnson has it. 1:58 remaining here.
It's a good shift by the Spuds. We need to get a change here before.
Now it's going to go deep into the Spud zone, and Roseau will go for a change as Remick, Hovda, and Lily Erickson hop back over the boards, and Brewski's going to go down the ice. And we're going to have an icing call here as we get to 1:41 left in the third period. 5-4 Spuds. Brainerd has just gone up against Alex 4-3 with 17 seconds left remaining in a wild affair down in the Runestone in Alexandria.
Wow, and you knew that was going to be a tight one there as well, just like it is here against Roseau and the Spuds. But Brainerd has got that postseason experience from years past when they made it to the championship game in the state tournament against Edina.
It's over.
Oh, it's over.
And Brian Folden, thank you for an update as it has just gone final. And Brainerd will take on the winner of this game, and we'll know who the winner is maybe in a minute 41, but we'll definitely know it here in a short period of time as your Spuds lead 5-4 here with 1:41 left. So, John, what do you think's being said over there?
Well, I think what's being said is just keep the game simple. Keep the puck in front of you. Don't take any unnecessary risks. If I'm coaching defense, it would be you don't need to pinch unless you're 100% sure you're going to get the puck.
Well,
get the puck deep.
Yeah.
Let the forwards work hard below the goal line.
And probably keep a third man high.
Absolutely.
I think a wise man might have texted me that one time. So, as we say, that would be the right thing to do. You're not looking to score a goal. You're trying to make sure you prevent one, get pucks out, get pucks deep. If you hit the open net, I guess that'll send everybody in oblivion here and into the championship game for the Spuds. But you're not looking to go to overtime, that's for sure. So the faceoff's going to be to the left of Crescent as both teams finish up their conversations, and we'll see what happens here. I'm assuming it'll be Brewski home and home. I would think it would be Dronin and Cassabud, but it looks like it's going to be Feeney and Cassabud, which is just fine for our Spuds. So, to the left of Crescent, face-off being a real key here. Brewski, I'm not going to jinx her, but has had a good night in the draws. She wins another one. Bria home with it, playing it along the wall, trying to get it out and does. Brewski now with it. She gets pulled off by Stroot. Still deep into the zone. Hovda now gets it to Stroot. Or not Hovda, excuse me. Bufflin gets it to Stroot, but it's turned over Brewski. And a great glove save there by Pulowski as Brewski just about puts it on ice there.
Great heads-up play by Ella to chip that one over to Brewski, and Brewski got a good stick on that one, and Pulowski came up big with the glove save. Brewski's had a heck of a game here tonight.
Yeah, she showed up to play and usually does in the big games. Brewski with a pair of goals here and a big one here in the third period. Now Feeney with it. She's going to go down to Bria Holm. Goes off her stick. Ella Holm is there. Brewski now with it. Just keep pucks deep. Minute left here in the game. That'll go to the final minute. Spuds leading at 5-4. Holm chips it back in deep. Spuds got trying to battle in the corner. Bufflin trying to get it out of there with the help of Johnson. The two homes there. Brewski's going to come up behind it, and we'll have a restart right deep in Roseau's zone. So Roseau trying to get it out to pull the goalie. Spuds are pretty content to keep it down in deep. So I guess it's coming back out to the neutral zone. I got no idea why. But Brewski's going to bat it right back where it started, and Pulowski will tap it over to Lundbaum. Brewski is just all over right now. Her and Ella Holm are just battling to keep it in deep. Now coming back the other way. Mertens is going to cut back up the ice. Gets it up to Stroud off her stick, but it's poked there. Holm does a good job. She's going to chip it. They got a pulled goalie, so they got the extra attacker. It's still in their zone. Feeney tries to kick it. Holm gets it back in deep. Brewski's the only one there. Lost stick there temporarily by Lundbaum.
Great pressure by Brewski behind the net.
Brewski should not be looking at the referee after that play, but she does. Deep in the zone, 6 seconds, 5, 4. We are counting it down here at the Sports Center, and your Spuds are going to go on to the section championship.
I think they executed how they drew it up with Coach Kraft there at the end. They just put a lot of pressure and kept it simple. And they come away with a 5-4 victory here in the semifinals of Section AA. Section 8AA.
So the Spuds will go on to the section final, which will be announced at a neutral site. And as far as I know, between Brainerd and Moorhead, it will probably go to Bemidji, I would guess, or Thief River. Those are the guesses. I have no idea, but we will be on radio, correct, in TV on Friday from whatever site it is. A thriller here as the shots are now being put up there. Final 37-35 in favor of the Spuds. What a game. Great job by all the players. A hard-fought battle, and your Spuds come out on top 5-4. John, anything to add before we close her down?
Yeah, I think from my perspective, playing in these games, yeah, you wouldn't like it as close as it is, but you learn something from these games, and you get better from it. And in playing in tight situations and learning how to play in that with that type of pressure on you. So I think in the grand scheme of things, this is going to help the Spuds later on down the road here Friday and hopefully later on.
Well, it should be another great battle. Season for between Brainerd and Moorhead, 1-0 Brainerd win in Brainerd, 1-0 Moorhead win in Moorhead. And I guess we'll go to a neutral site and we'll see who the best team is. So signing off here for John Cossabud, Mitch Hansen, your final in the semifinal of 8AA, your Spuds 5 and Roseau 4.